To win the championship, but up against a powerful team from the St. Andrews squad. St. Andrews, a team that won the championship, but up against a powerful team from the St. Andrews squad. St. Andrews, a team that won the championship last year, but we're rooting for the Newfoundlanders. In case you're just joining us, everyone, this is the championship game of the boys section. The ladies is over. Portobasque, no problem with the championship, winning Mount Pearl by a score of 7-2. They take home the Confederation Cup championship from the ladies section, the first ever, the inaugural ladies tournament here in this Confederation Cup. The St. Andrews team got into the final here. They won their semi-final game last night, beat Mount Pearl Senior High by a score of 7-0. In the quarter-final game, they downed O'Donnell by a score of 4-2. Now Laval, Placentia, and they're calling themselves the Cavaliers, the Laval High School Cavaliers of Placentia. They will be taking on St. Andrews. They defeated Kennebecasis 3-2 yesterday. That team from New Brunswick, that was their semi-final game. The quarter-final, they defeated Bishops, and then they won in the game before that 6-4 over the Horton Griffiths of Nova Scotia. So overall, they had a 4-1 record from Laval, 22 goals scored, 19 against. You compare that to St. Andrews, and this is why we say they were a powerful team. They were 6-0, 36 goals scored, and 7 goals against them in the tournament so far. So we're getting ready for the championship game as the goaltenders warm up and get set. You'll see the team from Laval, Placentia, warming up their goaltender for this game. It'll be about 10 or 15 minutes, and boy, I tell you, these guys can skate as well, and hopefully be able to put 3 good periods of hockey together and come away with the championship against this St. Andrews team, the bright red jerseys. They are geared up, and as I said, a lot of these players have been drafted by teams in the Ontario Junior Hockey League. And there's Laval, beautiful, nice Newfoundland colour, big Laval on front. So it won't be hard to distinguish that team. Will be in the white with the Laval and St. Andrews. To finish first overall will wear the red jerseys. And this team from Placentia have been great so far, and one that we can root for. And hopefully, as you see the referees and the linesmen for the game, today Bolton will be the referee for this game. And we might mention that as well, if we get a chance in the second intermission of this game for you today, we'll try and track down Ted Murphy, because I saw Ted up in the stands, and what he's doing today is he's grading all these officials, the linesmen and the referees, as to where they place and how they're doing in these games and how things are going for them. So we will keep, see if we can get Ted down to discuss exactly what he's up to and what he's doing. I had to talk to Mike Bust, the Avalon Visitors Convention Bureau. More than pleased with this tournament. Charlie Decker has been instrumental, and Dean Murphy, in helping us out with this broadcast. I want to say thanks to Mike and Charlie and the entire crew, bringing jerseys to us, helping us out down here. The cooperation has been just tremendous. You couldn't ask for anything better from the organising committee of this tournament. They put together a successful and a really great tournament so far. Something not only can we be proud of here in Newfoundland, but I tell you, something people from other places can learn something about and watch and see how a hockey tournament is run and how things will be going. So if you're joining us, the championship game for this tournament now, the boys championship. Back at St. John's Memorial Stadium with the championship game of the 2000 Federation Cup, the boys high school championship. Join myself and Randall Wheeler right after this timeout. We're getting ready for the championship game of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament 2000. The St. Andrews Saints of Aurora, Ontario. There they are in their red uniform, warming up their goaltender. Taking on, from Newfoundland, from Placentia, the Laval High School Cavaliers of Placentia in the white uniforms. And no matter what way you look at it, you got to be biased toward hopefully the Newfoundland team can pull off a victory. They look good. The team has played exceptionally well. There's a good contingent of people in here from Placentia. Portobasque, in case you're just joining us, are the girls' champions. They defeated St. James of Portobasque, defeated Mount Pearl 7-2 in a game that was controlled by the team from Portobasque. Just tremendous hockey here so far today, and this championship game of the boys will be no different. And a lot of good players with this St. Andrews team as they take on today. There's a young fellow, Graham Brown, who is 5'10", 145 pound, a bit of a speedster with this team. A couple of players, as we mentioned, we go through the broadcast, have been drafted by the Ontario Major Junior Hockey League, and these will be players to watch. They were part of the tournament last year for the championship down here in St. John's. So we'll keep an eye on some of these players today, and also we'll keep you up to date on the Laval team from Placentia and exactly what these guys are, where they came from. Their goaltender, Stephen Pico, 5'11", 175 pounds. He's been playing hockey for 12 years, and when you ask him what he's proud of, he says his goaltending ability. So we'll see how he makes out today. The other goaltender, Mark Walsh, he'll wear number 10. He's 16 years of age. He's 5'10", 168 pounds, and playing hockey for 11 years. So the teams are getting ready. There you see Laval Placentia team getting together now, and the St. Andrews team saying hello to everybody and getting ready for the tournament. Anyway, what we're going to do, Randy, I'm going to take on my running shoes, beat it up over the stairs, get up with you, but you take it over and get ready for what should be an exciting championship game.
Okay, thanks, Carl. Okay, we're back. Still having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but we're just about set to go with the beginning of this championship men's game. And like the women's championship game, there's going to be a first period, then there won't be an intermission, just a short break, and they'll go right into the second period before having just one intermission between the second and the third. They're getting ready now for the national anthem, and we go down to ice level for that. Well, still introducing the starting lineup. And there's a very vociferous contingent of people from Placentia here to cheer on the Laval team. Mark Walsh is the starting goaltender. Brian Mooney, Bradley Mullally, Wayne Walsh, Ricky Bishop, and Don Kelly. That's the start lineup for the Laval.
Oh, Canada.
Excitement at Memorial Stadium today. A fairly good contingent of people in from Placentia to cheer on the squad from Laval, including the mayor, Bill Hogan. We see him sitting down there in the front row. And it's good, Carl, to have a Newfoundland team in the final. Last year it was a good game, but hard to know who to root for. No problem with that this time.
No prejudice involved this time, but I tell you who it's coming from. It'll be me and you. Nice to see Mayor Hogan in town. Bill, for a man tied up with sports in the Placentia area, especially with softball for many years. I remember Bill tied up with softball. He was also one time a minister of the Crown in a government here in Newfoundland. So Bill shows his prejudice, and he's here to cheer on his boys. And the nice uniforms Laval have on, the yellow on the front, getting ready for this game. By the way, we'll remind our audience that there's a break after the second period, not the first. I'm just used to doing American Hockey League. We get straightened out, and referee Bolden calls him to center ice. The first 15 minutes, this is a championship game of high school hockey. The Confederation Cup 2000 defending champions, the St. Andrews team taking on the team from Laval Placentia. Placentia to our left. As you look at the camera, center ice, the other team, St. Andrews to the right. And we're set to go. Here's Randall Wheeler.
Chisholm and Mullally on the draw. Chisholm wins it, goes back to the St. Andrews line, and into the zone it goes. That's Jack Popeil, number 22, starting out on the left side. Trying to get it to his left winger. That's number 14, Ian Sinclair. kept in the zone by Laval. There's Mullally, overskates it, then it's knocked away. Kept in at the line. No, it's not. They're calling offside against Laval right off the bat. And Laval with a nice spirited start, keeping the puck in the St. Andrews zone.
We've played 25 seconds into this game so far. We might point out the starting goaltender for the Laval team from Placentia is number 10, Mark Walsh. He's 5'10". He's 168 pounds. He is playing hockey now 11 years as we get set for the face-off outside the St. Andrews zone.
Ennis loses the draw. It goes back into Long behind the net. King was after him. Now Adam O'Meara loses it. Almost a chance for Ennis in front. He tried to center it. Goes into the corner. Long can't clear it. Coming right out in front is swept away behind the net. That's Mullally. And away comes St. Andrews. In over the Laval line. Into the corner it goes. Behind the net. That's O'Meara. Puts it back behind the net. Out in front, they score! Braden Stock centered it, and we'll see on the replay, I believe it was James Gideon who put it in, and an early 1-0 lead. Actually, it's number 9, Long, who put it in. We'll take a look at the replay now and make sure on this one.
Puck behind the net. They control the play. St. Andrews get down in front. Long, Johnny on the spot. Bangs it in past Walsh. 1-0 for St. Andrews.
He had moved in from his defensive spot, and he's used to doing that, actually, with this team. Here's Moore. He's checked immediately. Back to the point. Sotheby. There's a shot and a save. Walsh being tested early here for Laval. At the blue line. Kept in. And now offside against St. Andrews. 13:31 left in the first period. There are 15-minute periods. And we are just getting to know the lineups ourselves here. So please bear with us on this. The face-off is just outside the Laval line. Back it goes to number 24, Mike Craig. He sends it into the Laval zone, but it's back out to center. Sotheby's pass was a two-liner, and it's offside against St. Andrews. 1-0. Early goal by Long has put St. Andrews in front.
The goal officially is Long from Doc and 21 Carter.
Robbie Carter, right?
So a 1-0 lead, and Placentia started off like a house of fire, kept St. Andrews bottled up, but the goal is in favor of St. Andrews.
Mullally, Mooney, and Walsh out there now, along with Bishop and number 14. Puck comes in front. Into the corner, behind the net it goes on the other side for St. Andrews. Gideon being checked there by Bishop. Falls. Bishop makes a stab at it. Now Mooney is going to clear it out. Mooney coming down on the left side. Shoots it in behind the net. Popeil is back for it. Clears it, but not out. There's a long shot from the point. Puck is up. Nobody knows where it is. It's in! What a strange goal. The shot came from number 14, Jason King. It went up in the air. The goaltender didn't know where it was. It came down, hit the crossbar, then hit the goaltender's back and went in the net.
I think Bradley Mullally is saying he got the goal, but what a weird goal. I've seen some strange ones as Mullally goes down to congratulate the goaltender, but it looked like it was caught up from somebody's paraphernalia. We're going to go to the replay. Here we go. The puck is brought out. The shot will be taken. Now, where's the puck? And we notice it's in the net, so
that's impossible to see from that angle, but it was definitely number 14, Jason King, who took the original shot. I don't know who it hit, but it went up in the air and then slid behind the goaltender. Back out to center ice it comes. King sends it back into the St. Andrews zone. Pass goes astray. King, number 11. Chris Ennis just got rolled over. Now Bishop back behind his own net. Centered in front. Bishop is there. Looking for Ennis. Bishop behind his own net. Being pursued by Chisholm. Now Gideon is after it. Ennis. Body checks there with number 14. That's Sinclair. Down the ice it goes. This is going to be icing against Laval.
We will mention in this high school hockey and amateur hockey, as you watch the pros, that once the puck crosses the red line, the goal crease line, and the end it is icing automatically. You don't have to touch the puck. The goal for Laval, scored by number 14, Jason King, unassisted at 2:20. So we're in a 1-1 tie between Laval and St. Andrews. And a lot of body checks, more checks being thrown on this than many people think.
Yes, indeed, and it's a spirited affair so far. Moore can't clear it. It goes behind the net. Kelly is there. Kelly almost overskated it. Now it comes back to the point. Long. He has the goal. Takes a shot. Goes wide, and out to center ice it comes. Long goes back to center ice and into his own zone. Being pursued by a couple of Laval Cavaliers. Now intercepted there by number 21, Robbie Carter. He's into the corner. Falls against his man. Fighting for it along the boards. That's O'Meara. Is being checked by Noah Pittman. Comes back to the point. Marshall. Back down for Carter. He's checked. Into the corner it goes. Moore. And they can't clear it out. Thrown in front of the net. Long moves in from his defensive spot. Being pursued behind the net. And this is Kelly getting it out for Laval. Off the glass and down the ice. As St. Andrews were putting on the pressure. Here comes Long again. Off the change. Throws it in front. A nice tip attempt there by Sinclair, but it didn't work. Cleared off the glass. Still not out. St. Andrews. That's a glove pass, they say. But St. Andrews coming back after that goal with a vengeance and putting a lot of pressure on Mark Walsh and the Laval Cavaliers.
I notice when it comes to the St. Andrews team, they're starting to take the body, and it's if it's perception on this end of it is that the Laval players are hearing the pitter-patter of little feet and getting out of the way and coughing up the puck, which they've got to stop doing if they want to keep in this game.
Yep. Bradley Mullally gets waved out of the face-off circle. Mooney now will go in against Mitchell. Goes into the Laval zone, cleared out immediately by number 20, David Hickey. Shot right back in on goal. Hickey off the boards, kept in by St. Andrews. Now Laval is able to get control of it, and out to center ice it comes. There's the collision. Behind the net it goes. Hickey. Back to his defense partner, number 13. Whiffen. Oh, he got smacked by Sinclair. Whiffen bowled over.
Penalty to possession.
He's got a penalty. Yeah.
A roughing penalty on this particular play. But what a collision. If we got a replay on this, or is it St. Andrews getting the penalty?
I think it's St. Andrews getting the penalty.
Well,
but what a collision between number 14, Sinclair.
We got 14 and Sinclair getting the penalty. And take a look and see. We'll see the replay. Watch, see. Sinclair comes in.
Yeah, this is Whiffen, the defenseman.
There's a collision. A bit of one. There's nothing there.
Right here, as he turns around, has his head down,
there
and
you go.
Boom.
He takes a little smack at him at the end of that play. Yeah. So, Laval Placentia go on the power play against St. Andrews.
Whedon and Chisholm up front, killing it off for St. Andrews. As Laval starts away with Ennis, he couldn't get in over the line. He's out there with King and Stephen Mullally. Behind the net, that's Bishop fighting for it. And Laval having a tough time getting set. Now there's a loose puck in front. Oh, what a great save by Mark Walsh. Number 10, Nicholas Whedon, had him at his mercy, and into the glove it went.
The big trapper for this guy. Walsh saved it. The puck was definitely labeled for the far corner, and he got that beautiful big mid out And you saw the reaction of some of the fans from Placentia why they're having a grand time here today. And here we go. The puck comes left alone in front. Takes his time, sees the corner, his eyes are open, and look, I got it.
Lovely.
What a beautiful save.
Absolutely. Chisholm gets it back to Popeil in the corner. It goes. Now behind the net, this is Bishop. Tried to set up a play, gave the puck away. And St. Andrews doing yeoman service on this power play, keeping the puck down in the Laval zone. And it's finally loose. And away come Laval. Pass goes astray. Walsh couldn't handle it. Now Bishop back in his own zone, being pursued by O'Meara. Over here on the other side for Kelly. Trying to get it up to Mooney. Mooney is checked immediately by O'Meara. Still fighting for it. It's Graydon stopped. And he shoots it into the corner. O'Meara goes in after it, being pursued by Kelly. Puck comes out, but St. Andrews shoot it right back in again. And this power play, there's only 30 seconds left, and they're having a difficult time getting out of their own zone. Now Mooney has it at center. Mooney checked at the line, and the puck rolls back to center ice. That's Hickey. Gets it ahead to number 8, and a shot on goal. That was Wayne Walsh, a weak backhander, and an easy save for Matsuji.
The only shot on goal. They've had a minute 50 seconds on the power play, and the Laval team first shot on goal. The St. Andrews team controlled, dominated for a minute and 50 seconds. By the way, Jason King is a defenseman with the Laval team, wearing number 14. He biggest award ever he said he won was being picked for a Newfoundland team to go to Toronto. He says he's most proud of living in Placentia and making it to the championship in this Confederation Cup. And anybody who roots for Placentia got to be happy. And I speak of my own background.
And mine too. Now it's Laval getting it in over the line, but it's going to be offside as Ennis went in ahead of the puck. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left here in this first period. A 1-1 tie. A fluke goal, I guess is all you could call it.
Or weird
by Jason King, but they all count. But so far, it's been mainly St. Andrews.
Especially when you saw the way they killed that penalty and control play for pretty well the full 2 minutes.
Now here's Long. Gets away from his check. Rolls into the Laval zone. Long loses it. Here's a long shot right on by Kenny King, and an easy save, glove grab for Suji.
The championship game of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament, featuring the defending champions from St. Andrews, Aurora, Ontario, and our own, the team from Laval, Placentia, who have earned their way into this championship game. We're tied at 1 here on Cable 9, your community channel, in case you're just joining us. The ladies' championship won by Port aux Basques, as they defeated Mount Pearl by a score of 7-2 in a game that they control from start to finish, and it's been a tremendous tournament so far.
Indeed it has. Moore, O'Reilly, and Sweeney out there now for Laval, but it's taken away by St. Andrews. Shot off the wing is blocked, and Hickey clears it out to center. Long is going to have to chase this down into his own zone. Sweeney chasing him. Good speed there by Sweeney. Oh, a really good body check there. Thrown on Long. Try number 15. Now here comes St. Andrews in over the line. Behind the net, this is Nicholas Whedon. Throws it in front. There's a shot. Another save. And good goaltending there by Mark Walsh. But a great open ice hit by Jason Moore.
I tell you, something rattled in that one.
Definitely.
That was a big-time hit. As a matter of fact, I think the fourth of us forced open the gate on the far side. But we've seen some tremendous body checks in this game, and clean hit, good check, good skating, good passing so far, and right now not much to pick between these teams.
No, not at all. Great goaltending so far for Laval. Now this is O'Meara, throws it in front, another great save. And Mark Walsh is putting on a show here for Laval. But Laval are going to have to get some pressure of their own. Bradley Mullally in the corner. Trying to get it to Walsh. Couldn't do it. Behind the net. Mullally tries it again. Leaves it for his defense partner. He loses it to O'Meara. We've got a penalty coming up against St. Andrews.
A tripping penalty called by Bolin, the referee. Now this will be interesting. 2 minutes for tripping for the team from St. Andrews, number 21, which is Carter. And in the first penalty that Placentia had seen called against St. Andrews, St. Andrews dominated, kept the puck in the Placentia zone. Laval managed one shot on net, so it'll be interesting to see what they do in this period, or this penalty situation. The second penalty of the game has gone to St. Andrews. Let's see what Placentia can do as the face-off takes place just outside the Laval zone.
This is Ennis back to his defense. Kelly now up on the right side. A two-line pass offside as Kenny King touched that puck, and it's going to be brought back inside the Laval blue line. They have King, Ennis, and Stephen Mullally out there on the forward line with Kelly and Bishop on defense, I believe. And we've got Whedon and Brian Chisholm up front with Shaquin and Popeil on the defense for St. Andrews. Another whistle. Players getting pretty scrambly here. The puck went in over the glass.
I'm trying to figure the contingent of fans on the far side from us. Are they from Laval or are they from St. Andrews? Looks like a little press
well,
St. Andrews.
I think the sections to our immediate left and center are from Laval for sure.
Well, boy, keep it going. See what can happen.
Shaquin shoots it back into the Laval zone. That's intercepted. Now Popeil has it, trying to get around Kelly, looking for the open man, couldn't find him. In front for Whedon, the shot, puck is loose, and again a great save by Walsh. As Whedon had him at his mercy, and Walsh has really bailed his team out time and time again over this first 10-minute span.
The puck was lying in the crease there. Walsh turned behind him to have a look and see where the puck exactly was, and another inch or centimeter and a half, and he would have had the chance to shovel the puck in the net. Just watch Walsh. The puck comes out in front, makes the save. Now there it lies in the crease, and just got the mitt on it. And player came across and got his man out of there. Face off now to the right of Walsh.
Braden Stock shoots it right from the face-off circle, goes behind the net, and Hickey has it for Laval. For Mooney on the right side, didn't connect, goes all the way back in. Whiffen is there for it. Whiffen being checked by Stock. Wayne Walsh to Mullally. Mullally, he's checked by Stock. O'Meara moves in along the boards. Finally, it comes free. And out on the right side, this is Mooney. Long shot. Blocker save. Mooney is after it for Walsh. Mooney looking to give it to somebody. Finally finds Mullally. Back to Mooney. Cycles it behind the net. But there was nobody there except St. Andrews players, and down the ice it goes. Dunphy. Whiffen, that should be Nathan Whiffen. Up on the left side. Wayne Walsh takes a long shot into the corner. Tucci comes out to play it. Now a loose front. Oh, almost a good shot there by Mooney rather, and it was stopped just in the nick of time. Brown on the other side. Here comes St. Andrews again. This is Whedon. Spins. Checked by two Laval players, and out to center ice it comes. Back into the center ice area. A two-line pass. And it's still 1-1, but Mooney, number 6, had a pretty good chance at the side of the net.
Goaltender for St. Andrews, Matt Stucci. He He was an All-Canadian or an All-Ontario champion in 1995. Says he's proud of his puck handling and shooting capabilities, and he looks about himself as being an impact player. He's a big kid. He's 6'2", 165 pounds, and probably looking for that junior hockey career someday.
Behind the net. Up here on the left side, this is Mike Craig. Takes the shot. It's blocked by Bishop. Kelly can't find it. In front, Bishop finally gets his stick on it. Clears it out over the line. Up on the right side. Back into the zone it goes. Bishop being pounded and run into on the boards there by Sinclair. Puck is loose, but it comes back to the point. Good defensive play there by Laval. Shot goes wide. Over on the other side. Blocked by the defense. Bishop once again. Craig throws it in front, and again, loose puck. Back to Craig for another shot, and another save. Puck is still loose. Laval finally clears it out. And some really, really nerve-wracking times for goaltender Mark Walsh.
Jason King, the defenseman for Laval, just stood in front of the net without taking the man out of the play, which he should be doing. Get him out of the crease and move him away from the play. But I tell you, if they're going to make mistakes like that, it's going to be costly. As we look at the save by Walsh. Now look at 14, King. Look, he stands there and lets the guy walk in.
Yeah.
You know, and look at number 2, who is Bishop. See, you've got to clear the puck. You've got to get it out. Get your man out. Move him out of the way of the crease. Your goaltender can't stop everything.
From the draw, this is Kelly, number 4. Loses it behind the net to O'Meara. Now it comes out on the right side for Stephen Mullally. He gets it to center. Shot right back in again by Shaquin. Braden Stock takes a rough ride along the boards. Down low, looking for Shaquin. His shot is blocked by Kelly. That hurt. But St. Andrews bring it right back in again. This is Stock with a shot. Good save. Rebound, and it just goes wide of the net. Laval having all kinds of problems clearing the puck out of their own zone. Finally, Mullally gets it ahead. Number 19, this is King. In over the line. Nice move, but he lost his edge at the end of it. And O'Meara comes back to take it away for St. Andrews. Up to Carter. He missed it. And before number 13, Nathan Whiffen, could get it, it was icing against St. Andrews. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this first period. It's a 1-1 tie, but Laval are lucky to have that score as it stands right now, Carl.
If it wasn't for Walsh, the score would probably be 3 or 4-1. The organizing committee would like to thank their sponsors, the Confederation Cup, Browning Harvey, Pepsi-Cola, Maximum Vacations Limited, City of St. John's, Department of Municipal Affairs, the Honorable Joan Marie Aylward Minister, and of course Cable Atlantic, Cable 9, your community channel of our broadcasting today, and they're very appreciative to all their sponsors.
Bradley Mullally wins the draw. Puck goes loose to the corner. Mooney over on the other side for Walsh. Back for Mullally, trying to find someone in front. Mooney couldn't get free from his check long. Now here comes Mullally. Throws it in front, they score! What a dead goal. Waited, saw his man open, and bang into the net it went. Go, Laval presents you. Take a look at the headball. You gotta go, guys. That's Wayne Walsh, number 8, who put it in on the pass from Bradley Mullally. And after being outplayed for most of this period, all of a sudden, it's 2-1 Laval. I was going to say this team is starting to capitalize on his opportunities. Now watch the play develop. They can't clear the puck out of the zone. Picked up by the Placentia player. Look at him wait. He waits, he's down, he sees his man. Look, what a pass. Wide open. Wide open. Beautiful pass. You got to give the kid credit. We'll get an official now. Whoops, there goes the referee for a tumble as Mitchell fell on top of him.
Wayne Walsh. Assist on the goal to number 7, Brad Mullally, and number 6, Brian Mooney. Time of the goal,
Just
13-10.
inside the Laval line. Mike Craig moves it in towards the net. Loose puck and another good save by Walsh. Finally shut down the ice by Mooney. And Jonathan Sutterby goes back for St. Andrews. Sutterby tried to hit his man, but the left winger on that line fell. And now here comes Kenny King behind the net. The defense will try it again to get it out to Ian Sinclair, and here he comes. Sinclair up for Matt Mitchell, and we've got another whistle on an offside pass.
The official on the goal, Walsh, Mullally, and Mooney at 13-10. That gives the Laval Placentia team a 2-1 lead over St. Andrews of Aurora, Ontario, and the fans here from Placentia more than happy to see their team. And it's interesting, the guys are like football players banging their heads together.
A lot of emotion on this team right now, Carl, and you know, we were talking about so many upsets yesterday. Dare we hope for another one here today?
Not only that, I got the rosary beads out. I want a big upset.
This is Mullally, one of two on the team. Stephen Mullally sends it in behind for Ennis. Ennis battling along the boards there with, it looks like Braden Stock. Yes, it is. Finally, number 22, Poteal clears it, but not out on the second opportunity. Now here's the break. St. Andrews going in. The shot is stopped and sent back out again. Loose defense, offside pass there, but number 21, that was Robbie Carter, had a free pass to the net, and boy, I tell you, they cannot, Laval can't give up those kind of chances all night long.
Laval have got to stop holding the puck in their zone and waiting to be hit. If you're going to be hit, you're going to be hit, but when you get the puck, it's the old saying, when in doubt, off the boards and out. And we take a look at Walsh and what he's going to have to do, what he just did on that one. As the player comes in, gets the shot. See, nobody touched him.
No.
The guy walked right in, did what he wanted, took his shot. Walsh got to come down. Now he says, will I shoot the puck out? And then takes it and shoots it. Right away, off the boards and out. When in doubt, bang it out of there. And St. Andrews has dominated the period.
And we saw the one of the linesmen getting run over by
Young Penny.
Yeah, and he may be injured. He's, I believe he's going for repairs there to the bench.
An interesting story to tell you about. The lady who is in the trainer with the team from St. Andrews. She does this on a volunteer basis, did all her first aid and medical and various things. She travels around with the team. She's got more equipment and things over there than most trainers in the National Hockey League. She was fixing helmets. She was a referee hurt his knee the other day, had a brace, missed a couple of screws from the brace. She said, was it the left knee or the right knee? Would you like a left knee screw for the various brace you have for the right knee? And she got the brace and gave it to him. So she's an interesting story, one of the many stories from this Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament. A kid who played with Horton. He's 6'5", 280 pounds. Wow. And he suffers a hearing disability. He is deaf, but it's interesting to see the kids playing in this tournament. As you see the coach of the St. Andrews team, as they get ready, Penny is all fixed up, and the face-off will be in the neutral zone. Laval Placentia with 37 seconds left in period 1 here on Cable 9, leading St. Andrews 2-1.
Shaquin goes back in his own zone after it. Over here to Popeil. Long pass ahead for O'Meara was stopped. And back come Laval, but they were poke checked, and here comes St. Andrews in over the Laval line. This is O'Meara trying to find someone in front. There's the shot. Rebound, they score. That was number 22, Jack Popeil, the defenseman.
Walsh is arguing with the referee, saying somebody was in the crease. He's arguing with Bolden to see if somebody was in the crease. So we'll have a look on the replay, but now a 2-2 tie, and you can feel it coming.
Yeah.
You can sense this for some reason.
Well, they're getting, the St. Andrews team are getting so many chances that, as you said earlier, you cannot.
Now let's see if Walsh had a real argument. He's held in the crease. I don't know. You gotta wonder.
Yeah.
Did he look? He's going to send another angle from it. Thanks, Mike. Puck comes out, takes the shot. Now he didn't even attempt to get out of the crease.
No, that to me looks like goaltender interference, but
the goal stands.
The goal stands.
Yeah,
9 seconds left in the period. St. Andrews get it at their own line. Shoot it into the Laval zone, and there is the buzzer for an exciting and entertaining first period of play. A 2-2 tie, but St. Andrews certainly had the bulk of the better chances in that period.
So we had
Popeil from O'Meara. 14:45, the time of the goal.
And it is a 2-2 tie between Laval from Placentia and St. Andrews from Aurora, Ontario. If you're tuning in now to Cable 9, your community channel, this is the championship game of the boys section of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament. Earlier in the day, congratulations go out to Port aux Basques as they defeated Mount Pearl 7-2 to win the first ladies championship, the girls championship, in the high school hockey tournament of the Confederation Cup, which is looked after by the Avalon Convention and Visitors Bureau's my man gets on now. Big Lou Bega. I want to have a few words to say. We could get into our challenge, but we won't. Now look at that, fans from Placentia into this.
Yeah.
Why get the camera if you can, number one, to go over the side. See people cheering from Placentia over by the Dominion side, just down from the visitors.
They brought their school flag, and the kids are really into it, I must say. It's great to see.
There you go. These kids are enjoying their day here at St. John's Memorial Stadium, and Blue Man will wake them up. A 2-2 tie, Laval Placentia against the defending champions from St. Andrews, Ontario, and they are a powerhouse, a team to be reckoned with. They don't panic. They've controlled this game, and if it wasn't for Walsh, the goaltender, it'd be a big difference.
One of the things that's said about this team is that they're very patient.
Yeah.
They don't take stupid penalties, and they're very patient, and they can wait you out, and they certainly have the firepower to put you away. So Placentia has to be better defensively, that's for sure. Second period underway. Long goes back in his own zone. Sends it over to his defense partner, Marshall. Out on the right side, that missed, but now here comes Chisholm in, tries to center it, and a good play there to break it up, but there's going to be a penalty coming against Placentia, and that's one thing that they did not need right now.
Now that when they've given up the goals they've given up, and they haven't been able to control them on the power play, the Placentia team does not need a penalty at this point. For slashing is the call by the referee as we await the power play for the St. Andrews team. This will be interesting to see how Placentia handles this particular one. Penalty going to Ricky Bishop from Laval for slashing. Face-off will be deep to the left of Walsh.
Chisholm, Sinclair, and Carter up front. Back to the point. Clear. Craig. Trying to find someone behind the net. It's Carter. Over on the other side to Chisholm. Chisholm in the corner now. Trying to get it back to Sinclair, but it's intercepted and sent down the ice by Ennis. And here comes Gideon. Back pass missed everybody, and St. Andrews will have to go back and regroup. That's Kenny King, number 19, on the forecheck. And here comes St. Andrews in over the line. The shot, they score! Ryan Chisholm with a beautiful shot up over the shoulder of Mark Walsh, and all of a sudden, it's gone from a 2-1 Laval lead to a 3-2 St. Andrews lead.
That was a shot, as we hear Scotland the Brave in the background for St. Andrews. That was a shot. Looked like he should have had it, but it did it go? It looked like it went over his shoulder.
That's what it looked like. He might not have had the angle lined up coming out from the post.
But Walsh, you can't be faulted on how he's played so far in this game.
Definitely not.
54 seconds in on a power play goal for the St. Andrews team. The defending champs now take a 3-2 lead over Laval from Placentia.
Laval has the puck at center ice. Moore gives it to Mullally over on the left side. Sweeney couldn't do anything with it. Kelly. A hit for Mullally. Mullally tries to elude his check but couldn't do it. Now here's the loose puck over here on the other side. Mullally in front looking for somebody. In from the point is Kelly, and his shot is wide. We've got a penalty coming up against St. Andrews, and Laval are going to have an opportunity to get back on even terms.
They give Craig the goal, number 24, getting the goal from Chisholm, and number 8, who is
James Gideon.
James Gideon. And we also now have a power play advantage for Laval as the St. Andrews player Popeil takes the penalty. Don't forget to join us in our second period intermission. We'll talk with Teddy Murphy, who's evaluating officials today. As we see young Josh Lane waving to everybody. Hi, guys.
Walsh gets it to Mullally. Throws it back to the point. Here's Kelly with a shot that's blocked. Kelly moves in with it. Throws it in front of the net, but St. Andrews are able to clear. And number 27, that's Adam O'Meara. He went down to block that shot, and he's in a lot of pain going to the bench. Back down behind the Laval net. Power play starting out again. Mullally looking for the return pass from Kelly. It's intercepted. And here comes Chisholm in over the line. Chisholm gets around his man, wastes valuable seconds, doing a great job on the penalty kill. That's Whiffen. He gets it up on the left side to Wayne Walsh. Walsh just dumps it down the ice. There's a race for it now between Long and Mooney. Mooney wins it, but can't set up a play. And St. Andrews are able to clear it back down the ice. Nathan Whiffen back for it. Whiffen off the boards. Here comes Wayne Walsh. In with Mooney. Walsh goes behind the net. Rubbed out of the play by Marshall. Now Kelly to Mullally. Back to Hickey. There's the shot. Blocked in front. Loose puck. They score.
No goal. No whistle went.
The whistle had gone, they say. Boy, that was a close one.
You could hear the whistle before the puck was hit for the second time.
Yeah.
No doubt about it on that particular play. He discussed it with the Laval player. There's no doubt about that one, that the whistle had gone in advance of the puck crossing the line, as he discussed it with Bradley Mullally. We watched the replay. Listen for the audio. Listen for the whistle. You see the goal, but the whistle went just before it. Here we go. The whistle went here. He had the puck.
Yeah. As soon as the referee lost sight of the puck, of course, he blew the whistle.
Good call.
Yeah. Ennis trying to throw it in front for King. Didn't work, and here comes St. Andrews back out again. Sotheby just dumps it out to center ice. Travers sends it back in again. Long pass misses everybody. Down the ice it goes. Travers. Round on the other side. Too far for Hickey. O'Meara to Stock. Shot is blocked. O'Meara trying to get it in on the short side, and there's another penalty now coming up against Laval. So just as the St. Andrews penalty ends, Laval are shorthanded once again.
Themselves into a hole, which they don't want to do at this particular point. Referee indicating a holding penalty coming up against Laval. 3-2 for Laval over, or 3-2 for St. Andrews over Laval, as the penalty goes against Dave Hickey. 2 minutes for holding now. We got to see how Laval can hold this team off, because St. Andrews not only they control when they're shorthanded, now they get a power play.
Chisholm gets it back to James Gideon at the point. Down behind for Robbie Carter. Carter. Chisholm calling for it. He loses the puck, but it's kept in at the line. Shot goes wide. Gideon is going to get it on the other side. Gideon checks. Around the other side, this is Chisholm. He's bothered by Whiffen. Along the side boards, back in for Chisholm again. Chisholm looking for someone in front. Throws it behind the net. Bishop is all over his man. Carter gets it to Chisholm. Back to the point to Sinclair. Over here for Gideon. Gideon trying to set something up in front, but Mooney is there, and he's going to get it down the ice, and we've got another whistle.
The net came off the mooring.
Okay.
I thought they were going to call a penalty, but the Laval player hit the net and knocked it off the mooring, and now the face-off will be in the Laval zone. 1:08 left in the penalty to the Placentia player. The St. Andrews team from Aurora leading our own home team from Placentia, 3-2. We got 10:36 left to go here in period number 2. And to remind you again, we'll talk with Ted Murphy, American Hockey League official, in our second intermission about what he's doing today here, grading referees and how he does it.
From the draw, Carter chases it into the corner. Chisholm is going to get there. Tries to get it back to Carter. Laval couldn't clear it out. It's back to the point to Long. Moves in, takes the shot, and it's blocked. Whedon over on the other side, pursued by Ennis, now behind the net. Carter has run into the boards, and he's going to draw a penalty there.
Hitting from behind.
Laval are really getting themselves in trouble. They're going to be 2 men short for 46 seconds.
That was hitting from behind. The signal by the referee, 2 minutes for hitting from behind. So what does that take with it? And he automatically leaves the game, I believe. I may be wrong. Yeah, he's leaving, which is Ricky Bishop.
And he is
gone.
One of the anchors for their
take a look at it on the replay.
Yeah.
Now, boys got to sit up. Watch behind the net. Not on that particular one. Oh, it's just before that. He has his arm up when he touches the puck. If we can get it back a couple of feet before that, Mike, if we've got it, that's where it happened, behind on the other side of the net. And the referee going over and giving a timeout to St. Andrews. Or delay of game penalty? No.
Well, with Bishop gone, boy, he was one of the stalwarts on the Laval defense, and that's really going to hurt.
This Laval team now, an unfortunate penalty. I don't know, Mike, if you got it down there, if we got the far side. St. Andrews will call a timeout now. 2 men in the penalty box. 46 seconds left to go. We'll take our word for it as my man Luke comes back again. 46 seconds left in a double 2-man advantage for St. Andrews. So a good timeout by the St. Andrews team. 3-2 as you see on your screen right now. The Confederation Cup Championship boys final. The St. Andrews team 3, say the Laval team 2, and a strong contingent of fans here from the Placentia area. And the face-off will be deep in the Laval zone, and Walsh in goal. He's held him in. He's going to have to do some work here, I'll tell you.
Well, I was going to mention that for the first half of that penalty, they were doing a pretty good job, but now it's 2 men short, and automatic game misconduct for hitting from behind. So Rick Bishop is gone for the rest of this game.
Talked to you about that happened in the game here the other night.
Chisholm into the corner. Back to the point. Sinclair to Chisholm to Gideon. Back to Sinclair. The shot goes wide, and finally, as it's in the crease, the goaltender falls on it, Mark Walsh, and holds the play. But boy, I tell you, if they can make it through this penalty kill, it's going to be quite an uplift for the Laval team, that's for sure.
Talking about checking from behind, one of the grossest ones ever happened down here was Saturday night when Roach, the captain of St. John Flames, hit Tyler Hartland from behind. Now, it'd be interesting to see what the American Hockey League rules on this. A lot of people here were wondering if Tyler Hartland was going to regain consciousness, and it was that serious. And,
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see how the powers that be in the American Hockey League handle that one. Something that's very, very dangerous, and that they, at least ball and covet, and the rule is there, you're gone, which is good, no matter what side it happens to.
Exactly. Ian Sinclair feeding in over the line. Trying to drop it to Gideon. Intercepted. Kelly trying to waste some time. Hugging it along the board. Chisholm battling for it. Carter tries to find somebody in front. Sinclair moves back down into Carter. Carter over to Sinclair at the point. There's the shot. A good stop. Another save. 2 stops by Walsh. The first penalty is over. Another opportunity. Right in front, the shot, and again, Mark Walsh. Joning Mike Craig right in front of the net.
Did you see the way Walsh saw the penalty play, anticipated it, and moved over and made the save?
And in that play, Mike Craig receives the puck on the backhand. If he had shot it right then, instead of turning around to get on the forehand, and that allowed the goaltender to get in position. So, but another excellent save there by Walsh, and Laval are still in it. 1 minute and 1 second left in the second penalty, the penalty to Ricky Bishop. Ennis wins the draw. Gets it to the point, but not out. This is Chiquin. Shot blocked. Another save, and away it goes down the ice again. And here comes Brian Mooney chasing it against Shaquin, puts on the brakes, loses the puck, but wastes a few valuable seconds. And Mike Craig behind the net. Craig being watched by Mooney. Up on the right side, this is Chisholm. He's been out there practically the entire power play. Chisholm behind the net, trying to find someone loose in front. Kent being bothered by Dunphy. Now Carter picks it up. He's checked. Loose puck in front of the net, and a shot over top. Dunphy tries to clear it. He can't. Back to Chisholm on the sideboard. Chisholm trying to center it. It was blocked by Mooney. Now back to the point. Shaquin. The second penalty is over. Loose. Oh, great save again as the puck was loose to the left of the goaltender, and out and down the ice it goes. And a great penalty kill for Laval. Whoops, two Laval players ran into each other. That's not good. Dunphy gets it. Now it's brought back in over the line. St. Andrews, 2-on-1, trying to set up the shot, and another save by Walsh. And another, and there's just too many shots being directed at Walsh as Matt Mitchell had his way in there with the Laval defense.
Coach Laval got to have something to say to his troops. You got to get the guys cleared out in front of that net. You can't let a man stand there just for the sake of being taking over the territory. It's Laval's territory. Look at this. Watch this. The puck loose here now. He gets the shot. Walsh makes one save. Falls on it. Another shot at it. They still got to hold it down. There's nobody taking the man out. No. I can't understand it. The guy is allowed to wander where he wants to wander. Stands in front of the net.
Face off to the left of Walsh. Matt Mitchell is out there with Crispy and Captain. This is a fourth line. Captain over on the left side. Hickey is run in on the boards by Crispy. Puck is loose. Moore has it in his skates. Kicks it ahead, but kicks it right to a St. Andrews player. Now we've got a penalty coming up, and it's against St. Andrews, I believe.
For elbowing. So now Laval, they got to have a lift. 2 minutes for elbowing.
Crispy, number 6.
Crispy goes in. It's now take the momentum that you've had when you killed off the two-man advantage and try and transfer that over to your power play. And the power play for Placentia has been inept in this game so far.
It certainly has, yeah. No question about that.
See what happens here on this particular power play by the Placentia team as they trail in this game. 3-2. 7:30 to go in period number 2.
Stock wins the draw. Gets it back to his own line and sent back into the Laval zone. Kelly over to his defense partner. Now up to Ennis. Ennis over here from Mullally. Long shot. Easy save. Tucci clears it to the line but not out. Hickey gets a shot. Long. Finds an opening and sends it down the ice. Kelly goes back for it. Being watched by O'Meara. Kelly up on the left side. Now this is Ennis. In over the line. Shot goes over top of the net from King. Back over the other side from Mullally. Tried to get it in front. It goes all the way back to the point. Here's Hickey, his shot, and that's stopped. And the goaltender has a few words with, I believe that's King.
He should be having the words with his own defenseman for not clearing a man out in front of the net. Placentia showing a bit of drive in this power play, trying to even this game up. 1:09 left to go in the penalty to the St. Andrews player. 6:39 left in period number 2. You're watching the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament here on Cable 9, your community channel. As the voice starts to go, it's back again.
Well, Brad Mullally is out there now with Walsh. Back to the point to Kelly. Kelly being hounded by Chisholm. Down into the corner. Mullally trying to find Walsh waiting in front, number 8. Instead, he tries to get it to Mooney behind the net, and it's intercepted and sent back down the ice. Travers, Corey Travers, number 12, back for Laval behind his own net. That's up on the right side for Mooney. Mooney shoots it in right on goal. Into the corner it goes, but St. Andrews is going to get there first. They can't clear it, however. Kept in. Kelly Down on the right side, back to Kelly on the return pass. Kelly moving in, drops it all the way back to the line to Travers. His shot deflected wide. Mooney behind the net. And now St. Andrews are going to clear it. Race for the puck. Travers is going to get there first. Gets it to Mooney, and he just dumps it out to center. 12 seconds left in the penalty. And it looks like St. Andrews are going to kill it off. Kelly. Being watched there by Whedon. And St. Andrews are back at full strength. Kelly back in his own zone. He's been on for a long shift. And he is slammed into the boards. And there's the save off St. Andrews by Mark Walsh. We've got some pushing and shoving in front.
2 penalties coming up in this play. One to Laval and one to St. Andrews. Both going to go off coincidental penalties. We have played, we have left to play 5 minutes and 15 seconds in this period. Number 3.
Kelly was slammed by Sinclair on the initial check there, but
the Laval player gets the holding and roughing to. Here's the action behind the net on this replay.
There's Kelly.
The puck and nice clean hit. Blocked his way.
Yeah.
Put the body into him, took the puck on him. Okay, 5:15 to go. Teams playing 4 aside.
Jason Captain and Patrick Travers are...
or if he made it to the NHL, it'd be
or Corey Travers, I should say.
He'd be a Travers.
Travers did.
Yeah.
Corey Travers and Jason Captain, number 19. He's seen limited action so far in this game. So offsetting penalties. Sinclair's shot, easy save for Walsh. Haven't been able to say that too often in this game. An easy save for Walsh. Walsh has been making tremendous save after tremendous save, and he is the main reason why the score is 3-2 for St. Andrews. Face off again to the right of Walsh. Puck is dropped. Ennis wins it. Gets it back to Jason King. He couldn't clear it. Thrown behind the net. Sinclair looking for someone out front. Comes all the way back to the point. Marshall's shot is blocked. Rebound. And finally, it's Mullally. Stephen Mullally, number 5, getting it out to center and shoots it into the St. Andrews zone. Frey loses it behind the net. Now Sotheby takes it for St. Andrews and gets it up along the boards. Now they lose it in front of the net, and a shot by King right on goal. One of the better chances that they've had. That's an offside pass. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second period. A 3-2 game. And St. Andrews certainly have had the better opportunities to score, but excellent goaltending by Mark Walsh has kept the score as it is.
The score could have been a lot higher if it wasn't for Mark Walsh in this game. And the team for Placentia had a chance there, a couple of scoring opportunities, and if they can turn it around late in this period into the third, it could be interesting.
Now here comes St. Andrews shooting it into the zone. That's Noah Pittman, one of his infrequent shifts. He takes the check but moves the puck. Now here's Bradley Mullally, number 7. Gets it ahead. Sweeney dumps it in. Picked up by Marshall, and he clears it back out again. This is Ross Marshall, number 25. To Long. Long. Ahead to Carter. Carter tried to drop it for someone. There was no one there except Laval players, and here come the Laval Cavaliers. They get to the line, but are stopped there and shot back into Laval territory. Now here's a bit of a break. O'Meara gets around Hickey. Tries to set up in front, and the pass did not connect. Back along the boards, it's kept in, kicked ahead. Sweeney gets it to his man, and now here's the potential 2-on-1, although the defense is getting back. Brad Mullally shot, blocked, rebound, and O'Meara is there to clear it for St. Andrews. Down the ice it goes. This is going to be, no, it's not. It was touched along the way, so no icing. Jason King out over his own line, ahead to Ennis. Ennis avoids the check, but loses the puck. Now right in front, it's cleared. Here's a shot and a great save off Mooney. Another stop. It hits the goalpost, and it falls underneath Matsuji, as number 6, Brian Mooney, had a couple of golden opportunities to get this thing equalized.
Dandy opportunity, hit a goal post, puck in the air, so singing it back to the first goal, but then just scored it. We're going to put another one through the air and go in. So essentially when they want to put the pressure on, they get the opportunities, they really try to avail and get it in. As we see the play develop in front of the net, the shot comes out as the save initially, and then I think it's just over the top of the net and comes back out, hits the goal post. Man, what can you do?
They've been, when they had, like I said, when they have put pressure on, they've been a real nuisance in front of Matsuji. There's a shot, deflected into the corner. Ennis takes his man in on the boards. Mooney goes in looking for the loose puck. Mooney, he's checked. Chisholm is in there. Ennis. Now finally it's number 22, Popeil, coming out with it. Avoids the check and loses the puck. Shot into the players' bench, and we've got another whistle. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. 3-2. St. Andrews. And you can't really say they're hanging on. St. Andrews are full measure for the lead so far. But as we've said, Laval are still very much in this game thanks to the great goaltending by Walsh and some very opportune play around the St. Andrews net. Face-off just outside the Laval line. This is Chisholm. Back to Shaquin. And into the Laval zone it goes. Now here comes Kenny King in on the left side. King tries to set up Mullally. Score! What a beautiful goal by Mullally. Bradley Mullally from Kenny King. King just zoomed in on his wrong wing and saw Bradley Mullally getting free, and a great move on the goaltender. And folks, we've got a 3-3 game, and the contingent here from Placentia are just going crazy. And why not? We're going to see a replay. Here's the pass from King over to Mullally. Nice little move on the goaltender, and in it goes. Absolutely beautiful. Boy, this is what you want a championship game to be. A 3-3 tie with 2 minutes left here in the second period. Puck is dropped, and it goes back to Sotheby. Up on the left side, that pass doesn't connect. Now it's back at the Laval line. Kelly. Checked by O'Meara. Stock goes in on his man. Craig can't do anything with it. Now here comes King. And we have another possible 2-on-1. Here's Mullally again. Brad Mullally trying to make a move on the defenseman and couldn't do it. He had Stephen Mullally with him. Bradley leaves it for King. Tries to get it to Stephen Mullally. He's being checked by Craig. Bradley Mullally comes in for the loose puck. Drops it down. Tried to get it back to the point, but Kelly wasn't in position. And we're down to 1 minute and 10 seconds now. Jason King shoots it in. Ennis is in there. St. Andrews for the moment looking a little bit on their heels. Now St. Andrews bringing it in. 1 minute left to go here in this second period. O'Meara trying to find the puck on the far side, but Ennis is there for Placentia and get it out. O'Meara brings it back in, stopped at the defense. Here's another 2-on-1. Mooney and Walsh. Mooney takes the shot off the goaltender's arm and up over top of the net. Mooney again, behind the net for Ennis. Walsh is waiting out in front, but couldn't get the puck out there to him. And St. Andrews are looking a little bit rattled, I must say. Back into the corner it goes. Walsh battles for it, along with Matt Mitchell. Mitchell comes up with it, throws it in front. There's a man left alone in front. Two great saves by Mark Walsh again. And boy, I don't know, with 1 second left, there goes the buzzer for the period, but between the opportunistic goal scoring and the outstanding goaltending of Mark Walsh, it's just been an incredible performance here by the Laval Cavaliers. They took the play to St. Andrews for about the last 3 minutes of that period, and then just before the period ended, two great opportunities, and again, Mark Walsh standing on his head. And Carl, boy, I tell you can't ask for much more excitement in a championship game than this.
Indeed you can't, Randy, especially when it involves a Newfoundland team, and people are down here in the studio where we are, and Mike Buse is here, and he's just hanging on the edge of his seat. You can't ask for better hockey. St. Andrews and Laval tied 3-3 after 2 periods of play. And joining me is Mr. Amar Agabab of the Avalon Convention and Visitors Bureau. You're also General Manager of the Hotel Newfoundland. You got to be some happy with this tournament.
Oh, very, very happy. And you know, this is the second edition, and it's great. The number of teams have increased. We went from 28 to 36, and it seems that the ambiance here is unbelievable. And we are trying to support sports and tourism, and it's also good for scholarship, you know, combining athletic and academic.
It is. It's very good. The other aspect of this is, I'd ask you, why hold a tournament like this in the middle of winter?
Well, I guess, you know, we don't have too many activities during the winter, so that's a good thing to organize some activities that were non-existent a few years ago. And I would say we should continue to do that with all kinds of team sports.
How does it work when you look at the Convention Bureau, the tourist dollars that come here in sports? Doesn't that mean a lot to the city?
Sure. That's really one way of encouraging everybody, and that's why I said, you know, we should do more about organizing these kinds of events with all kinds of team sports.
People might ask, what is the Avalon Convention and Visitors Bureau? What exactly is it?
The Avalon Conventions and Visitors Bureau is a marketing arm for the destination, and we feel that we have an important role to play here in organizing these events together with some major companies who are sponsoring these events, such as Cable 9, for instance, and Harvey Browning, and yeah.
The tourism situation here in Newfoundland, do you expect a lot of tourists to come now with the biking celebrations after we finished our 50 years of Confederation and so forth?
Oh, we do. You know, we have seen a fantastic increase in the business since 1997. We started with the cabotier, and then we continued in 99 with the 50th anniversary, and sure, the Viking celebration should be a good one too. And next year we are looking forward to the 100th anniversary of Marconi.
Yes, indeed. And with that, when people come here, what kind of feedback do you get from people that visit this province?
Oh, they just love the province. So the trick here is to attract them here, and so that they can discover this beautiful island, and you know, they'll come back.
You put your emphasis wholly in North America, or do you go overseas to get people to come visit Newfoundland?
Well, right now, since this place is still the best hidden secret in Canada, you know, we are putting all our efforts on the mainland and south of the border. Nevertheless, we also have people from overseas, especially from UK and Germany.
Well, sir, we thank you for this tournament. It's been tremendous.
A pleasure.
And hopefully we'll be at it again next year.
Sure. We'll see you next year, Carl.
Okay, we will be back at St. John's Memorial Stadium. As I said earlier, the referees are in this game, the men and the women being graded. We'll tell you all about that. Back at St. John's Memorial Stadium right after this timeout.
Maple Leafs hockey on Cable 9. It'll wake you up.
sports information you want, whenever you can get it. Headline Sports. The Score.
And have a really bad time.
Premieres March 10th at 8 p.m. on Teletoon. Journey to the West.
Global economics, moneyline analysis. Know how a rate change should change your investment strategy. Know why third world economies are the whole world's business. Know how the decisions of bankers and brokers hit you squarely in the wallet. Watch Moneyline NewsHour with Willow Bay and Stuart Varney, and know how today's breaking financial news may impact your bottom line. Weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 Eastern. CNN, you are what you know.
Get ready for the brand new face of family, and everyone's a part of it. Discover new series, family-size movies, and all your favorite Disney shows, and some new favorites too. All 100% commercial-free. Now that's family power. Turn it on.
You're watching Cable 9, your community channel.
Lots of sunshine there, lots of sunshine in here for Laval. And with me is Ted Murphy, who's an American Hockey League linesman. Ted, you're here today at this tournament and you're grading officials. Now, what do we mean by grading officials?
We look at all different aspects of the game, fitness levels, appearance, presence they hold on the ice, and of course, like the selection of calls and the quality of the calls they make.
When you look at a referee linesman, what's the variation? What are you looking for, saying one as compared to the other?
Well, we look at skating and appearance and attitude in both of them, but of course with the referee, your main concern is with the penalty selection, consistency within the calls, and with the linesman you look at control of the game away from the puck, their calls on the line as well as their face-offs.
What have you seen so far in the overall tournament, just the overall look at our referees and officials here? How have they performed?
I think we've got a good group of officials coming up now. There's a bit of a gap between the older guard and the new guys coming in, but it's being covered pretty well here now. Tournaments like this give the young guys a chance to go out and do some big games that, you know, in the past have always gone to the older fellas, but now we're at the position where we can use the young guys.
When you're talking about the younger guys, is the development program working as it comes up through the minor levels into refereeing, or the feeder system as good as you'd like it?
I think with anything there could be improvement. It's all done on a volunteer basis. So with that in mind, you've got to almost take what you can get with it. But no, we've got a great bunch of guys who are out running the minor programs, doing evaluations, running clinics with the kids coming in, and I think they're doing a bang-up job with it.
Okay, something I wanted to explain. We saw this checking from behind in this game. Now, we know what happened to Tyler Harton here the other night. We won't get into that aspect. But checking from behind in hockey, what is the ruling or the rule that has to be applied by an official?
In amateur hockey, it was brought in a number of years ago with the increase in injuries to the spinal cord. And basically, if any contact is made by a defending player where they hit the numbers of a player in possession of the puck or not in possession of the puck, then the rule is either you assess a 2-minute minor, 5-minute major, or a match penalty with game misconduct going along with the minor and major.
Some people may say, well, he didn't hit him that hard. But I mean, every check from behind is considered serious.
It's the type of thing where to eliminate it, you've really got to call it, and that's why they have the minor penalty there for the ones that aren't really severe, but there's still contact on the back.
The American Hockey League, we'll talk about that now. Your career itself is going to take a swing next year, hopefully.
Well, all indications are pointing that way. I was talking to the East Coast League last week, and I'll be in contact with them again very soon. With the season winding down, there's guys on the road left, the guys I need to talk to. So hopefully we'll get that straightened out.
Okay, well, we wish you good luck and hope you make it next year.
Thank you.
And you hang around for a second. And a Newfoundlander who's trying to make it is in the American Hockey League, Jeff Sullivan, who comes from Brigus South on the Southern Shore, is playing with the St. John Flames, brought up from the East Coast Hockey League. Had a chance Friday here at the stadium to talk to Jeff Sullivan about his hockey career and where he's come from. Here's that interview we have with Jeff. Jeff, you've come from the East Coast Hockey League, now the American Hockey League. For people in Newfoundland who probably don't know your background, where do you come from and how did you wind up in hockey, or what's your background in hockey here?
Well, I'm from Brigus South up on the Southern Shore, and I just played AAA here in town and Canada games, and then I went away to play in the Maritime League, and I went to Quebec Major Junior the year after that and played there for 3 years in Halifax, and now I'm here. Well, I went to Johnstown and they called me up last week, so.
Were you drafted by the St. John Flames?
No. I was drafted by Ottawa in '97, but things never worked out with them, so I just became a free agent.
Okay, what kind of a hockey player are you? Just describe your type of game.
I don't know. I'm not a goal scorer. I'm just, a defenseman, kind of rough and tumble, I guess, just to get the job done and work hard.
When you come back into St. John's, your first time playing here, what's your feeling to play the St. John's Maple Leafs?
I don't know. When I was younger, I used to come to a few games and stuff, but it's a pretty good feeling, I guess. I'm excited and nervous at all in one, but should kind of try to find a way, go out and play hard and trying to block it out, but work off it too, I guess.
You've played 4 games so far. How do you feel about the games you have played?
I thought I played all right. Got a pretty good fair amount of ice time. A regular shift or whatever, and just tried to play hard. I'm just glad to get a chance to come out and play, and I'm just going to go out and try to play my best and play hard. So,
what kind of a difference have you seen between the East Coast League and in the American Hockey League in the styles and so forth?
Well, it's it's faster and it's more intense up here than in the East Coast, but. There's not a real great big of a difference, but there is a difference. Guys are more, intense and they're willing to do more and stuff, so that's about it, I guess.
What do you expect from the St. John's Maple Leafs? As you say, seen them over the years. You've probably heard about this team this year. What do you expect type of game?
I'm sure they're going to come out, and play a tough game, play a hard game. I'm sure they do every game. So we just got to come out and play good too, I guess. It should be a good game.
Interesting to note with a guy like Jeff Sullivan you saw there coming from Brigus South, the population is not that big. He's got a chance now to make it in the American Hockey League. Rick Vive, the coach of the St. John Flames, says give him a little bit of seasoning in the American Hockey League. He's just that close now to getting back in the American Hockey League, brought up from the East Coast League, and he was an outstanding player with the St. John's Maple League AAA Midgets. I talked to Ed O'Brien, said the kid is good, he's rough, he's tough, and can play well, and probably will suit into the American Hockey League, especially with the St. John Flames after the racket they had with Rocky Thompson. In case you're just joining us today at the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament is what we're bringing you here today on Cable 9, your community channel. We're into the championship game between Laval from Placentia and St. Andrews from Aurora, Ontario. They are the defending champions, the St. Andrews team. The game is tied 3-3 after 2 periods of play, so it should be an exciting third period to come. In the ladies section today, or the girls section, many people are still calling it, the St. James team from Portabass. You got to give them 2 thumbs up, defeated Mount Pearl by a score of 7-2. They win the inaugural championship of the ladies section of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament. Also today they're going to have some scholarships that are set to be presented here today to the various teams, which is another aspect of this tournament here at the stadium. Anyhow, we'll be back with Randall and myself in period number 3, the championship game, Laval Placentia against St. Andrews from Aurora, Ontario, right after this timeout.
Disaffection wants you.
Well, let's get upstairs and get to you.
Okay, Carl, we're just about ready to see the puck drops to start period number 3. It'd be interesting to see if the Cavaliers can keep the momentum that they had established late in that second period. It's into the Laval zone. Kelly being watched there by Chisholm, now thrown out by Whedon, but sent back down the ice right on goal, so no icing. That's Popio going back for St. Andrews, almost lost it. St. Andrews looking a little ragged. I think they may be getting a bit frustrated that they're not able to build a lead on this Laval squad. Into the corner it goes. This is Whedon. Drops it for Chisholm out front. Cleared away by number 13. That's Nathan Whiffen. Shot right back in again. Whiffen will leave it for Wayne Walsh. And he just clears it out and down the ice. Marshall. Long pass, missed everybody. And number 21 there for St. Andrews, Robbie Carter, looked like he might have pulled something as he tried to pursue that puck. But Carl, I was just saying, while you were coming up, it seems like St. Andrews might be getting a little bit frustrated that they're not able to build a lead. Every time they go ahead, Laval seems to come back, and they're starting to look a little ragged.
That'll be okay. Well, hopefully it'll work that way.
I hope so. Loose puck right in front. There's a shot, and it was blocked by the defenseman in front. Here's another opportunity. Rolls in front. They're hacking away at it. Ennis could not get it past Suji, and then he gets knocked over by the defenseman Long, but they are getting their chances.
And the situation there is that now St. Andrews are not taking the man in front of the net in this game so far. I missed on my way down as we look at the replay here. The puck in front of the net. See, Laval, St. Andrews tried to get it out, stopped at the point. Nice play.
There's Ennis.
Look.
Yeah.
How many chances can you get if you got to put one in? Who got the third goal for Laval?
That was Brad Mullally, I believe.
Good stuff.
Down the ice, that's icing against St. Andrews. And you know that the St. Andrews coaches must have been talking to them in between periods and saying, look, guys, you know, you might have breezed through this tournament, but you're going to have to put up an effort to beat this Laval squad.
And while we're at it, we'll mention we talked to Ted Murphy. The referee today is Dave Boland from St. John's, and the linesmen Jason Penny and Mike Tin. Mike Petty Harbour. Jason is a native of Bell Island. He's a level 3 official, as level 4 for Mike Tin and Dave Boland. And these guys, hats off to all the officials who helped out in this tournament.
From the face-off, it rolls right to Matsuji, and he puts the glove on it. Meanwhile, Shaquin was dumping Sweeney in front of the net. Chris Sweeney, number 17.
So right now, the territorial advantage in the third period. 13:42 to go. Give it to Laval so far as they come out fired up.
Mullally wins the draw. Back to Kelly. Shot right on through, and a good save again. As you see some pushing and shoving. Laval forwards trying to get to the net, but again, a good save there by Matsuji in goal for St. Andrews.
The Laval team starting to rattle a few cages out there now and stand in front of the net, causing havoc all around the goaltender. So it should be interesting. How much is the goaltender going to take? And St. Andrews not clearing the man out of the front. What's that going to do to him?
Exactly.
Little word of encouragement.
Shot in again. And it's amazing that they're getting shots right off the face-off. Bradley Mullally is doing the honors. And he has been a thorn in St. Andrews' side all game.
As you say, he looks for the shot on goal, the surprise element for him. No, linesman didn't like that.
Sinclair is being moved out, and Matt Mitchell comes in. Mitchell wins the draw, gets it back to Popeil. Popeil being watched by Moore. Gets it up to Sinclair, almost intercepted. And now here comes St. Andrews 3-on-2. Mitchell tries to throw it in front, but it's intercepted. And this is Kelly coming back with it. Kelly gets it in over the line. Puck takes a strange bounce, goes into the corner. Captain trying to hit Sinclair with the pass, and it goes all the way to the Laval line. Brad Mullally. Up on the left side, it's pushed in by Mooney. Jack Popeil is there, and he sends it down the ice. No icing. Noah Pittman couldn't clear it out on the first attempt, but here they come again. Stood up at the line, a good check there. Whoa, Ennis takes a pounding along the boards. Long shot in wide by Walsh. Up on the left side, this is Chisholm. Ahead to Sinclair. Sinclair trying to avoid the check, but lost the puck. And back into the St. Andrews zone it goes. Chisholm starts out again. Can't get around Walsh. He's run over by big number 24, Mike Craig. Back into the Laval zone it goes. Off the boards, not out. Now Laval picks it up and starts back. Out for center, looking for Brad Mullally going into the St. Andrews zone along with Sotheby. And it's St. Andrews coming up with the puck. Long pass goes astray all the way into Walsh, the goaltender. Out along the right wing boards for King. Kenny King can't get it out of his own zone. Kept in down low, out in front, and the pass just off the stick of Gideon. Now here's another opportunity. Good save and cleared out and down the ice. Good play all the way around there. Good goaltending by Walsh and a good clearing pass. And it's still 3-3 here in the third period.
11:27 left to go. And Walsh, how much has he got left? He's got to try and hold these guys off. 3 minutes and 33 seconds played in period number 3 of this, the championship game of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament. Brought to you in the St. John's and surrounding areas by the Avalon Convention and Visitors Bureau, along with their corporate sponsors, Pepsi-Cola, Maxim Vacations, City of St. John's, Department of Municipal Affairs, and of course, friends here at Cable Atlantic, Cable Dawn, your community channel.
In the face-off, O'Meara sends it in behind for Carter. He's checked by Hickey. Hickey given a rough ride, but has the puck underneath him, and that's going to get another whistle. A lot of these St. Andrews boys are pretty big,
aren't they? A lot of them are tall kids, and I suppose when you're up in Ontario, they grow big that way. But prevention has to be outdone.
No, sir.
Big kids, a lot of hustle out there. You take some of these kids now are in the average of 6'2", 5'11", so that's not a bad height.
Off the board, King can't clear it out. O'Meara trying to get around the other side of the net. Thrown back out in front at the point. There's a shot by Marshall, was wide. Over on the other side, it's Long. He takes a wrist shot. That's deflected off into the corner by Walsh. Thrown out in front of the net. St. Andrews putting on a lot of pressure now. Ennis takes his man out. Throws it up along the side boards for Mullally. And Stephen Mullally gets it out to center ice, hounding O'Meara. Puck comes to an open wing. Shot back in offside, but St. Andrews will clear, and O'Meara will start out. For Robbie Carter on the left side. Carter, a long shot, easy save, but the big rebound, and here comes Marshall looking for it. Comes back to Carter. Here's a shot. That's blocked beautifully. Another shot, and that's blocked. Credit the Laval defense. Jason King did a great job there. Now Brad Mullally can't clear the zone. Here comes St. Andrews again. Into the corner it goes. Mitchell looking in front, they score!
You can feel that one coming.
Ian Sinclair, they were spending way too much time in the Laval zone, and Ian Sinclair has given the visiting St. Andrews College Saints a 4-3 lead.
You can't leave the men standing in front of the net without taking the body out of there. You get 4 or 5 shots at it, and there's not much you can do. As you look at the puck goes into the corner, and just wait.
Yeah, it's all alone there.
And into the net, and so look, just watch. He waits, sets his man open, St. Clair, and nobody covering him. Don't get in front of him.
I believe that might have been Brad Mullally's man there, but somebody should have taken him. And it's 4-3 now with 9 minutes and 58 seconds left. Mooney gets the puck. Shoots it in, but Popeil is there for St. Andrews, and he'll get it back out. The two-line pass offside to captain number 19.
Waiting for the official on that goal. Here we go. St. Clair gets the goal. Mitchell. 19, Jason. Captain. I thought he said the captain, Jason. Anyhow, face-off is inside the St. Andrews zone. They lead 4-3. 9:50 to go in third period.
Ennis, Mooney, and Walsh out there now for Laval. Kelly and big number 9 Noah Pittman on defense.
As we get an icing call, the Laval team territorial advantage early in this third period, forcing the play on St. Andrews, so they can force them. They've come from behind now twice to tie it up, and now the biggest task of all, because the clock is in your disadvantage to you at 9:43 to go.
Draw is won by St. Andrews, but the puck is loose along the boards. Mooney will chase it in behind the net. Shaquin almost gave it away. It's still loose. Shaquin will pick it up and get it out to center ice. Kelly off the boards, ahead for Ennis. Ennis in over the line, drops it for Mooney. Mooney trying to get around the defense but couldn't. And now it's back for St. Andrews. Gideon falls as he comes in over the line. That's offside rather, as he puts his teammate offside. 9 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the third period. 4-3 St. Andrews.
not to panic, but if you've got to keep forcing the St. Andrews team. It seems when you do force St. Andrews, they cough the puck up and get the shots on net.
I'd say, Carl, that certainly this is the best test that St. Andrews has had in this tournament. They certainly know that they're in a game in this one for sure.
And we know last year in the championship game they didn't have too much of a problem.
That's right. They basically had their way with Kennedy cases.
Well, not getting their way with Laval. As Laval try now to tie this up, trailing 4-3.
Sotheby shoots it in. Corey Travers tried to get it up on the wing. It's blocked. He gets another opportunity, and this time he gets it ahead to Mullally. Stephen Mullally. Long shot right on. In comes King. Mullally again. Couldn't get his stick on the puck. Now Bradley Mullally, number 7. Being checked there by Stock. Stock getting a rough ride there by Stephen Mullally, but he's able to get the puck ahead to O'Meara. He throws it up for Carter one-on-one, but a good play there by number 13, Nathan Whiffen, to break that up. But the puck is still deep in Laval territory. Out in front, Stock. Backhand shot goes nowhere near the net. Whiffen bears it around on the other side, but Sotheby keeps it in. Now O'Meara in the corner. Watched by Dunphy. Out to center ice it goes. Jonathan Sotheby wheels in over the line. Takes the shot, scores!
They got caught on a line change. That's what happened to the team from Laval on that one. Players going to the bench. St. Andrews capitalize on it and take a 2-goal lead, 5-3 here in the third period. 8:05 to go in this period. 6:55 played. That's what she just walks in.
Yep.
Picks right through the 5-hole and in.
Looked like Walsh might have been guessing that he was going the other side.
Here we see it again. He comes in, tapped by the button of the face-off circle, right through the 5-hole.
Through the 5-hole is right. And Sotheby has given them a 5-3 lead. We hope that's not the straw that breaks the camel's back, but well, there's going to be a timeout by the looks of it by Laval.
Laval have taken a timeout in this game, and that puts a damper on the fans that made it all the way in from Laval, but been treated to an excellent hockey game. 5-3 lead. If you were just joining us, it was a 3-3 tie after 2 periods of play in this, the championship game of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament, and the president of the Newfoundland Labrador Hockey Association, George Fardy, in attendance, and the Laval players get a good cheer from their fans. That's the official on the goal for the St. Andrews team. 6:55, and we've got 8:05 to go in this third period. The Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament, the presentation of scholarships to take place following the championship game, as well as the medals to the winning teams and the runner-up in this tournament, which one of these teams will be the winner, one the runner-up.
Puck is dropped, and this is Long shooting into the Laval zone. Hickey is not going to be able to reach it in time. Ennis tries to take his man, but Sinclair is there behind the net for Mitchell. But Laval are able to clear it out to center ice. Long loses control. Now here comes Mooney back in over the line for Laval. Mooney trying to get around the defenseman, couldn't. The puck rolls harmlessly to the goaltender, and a couple of bodies go flying.
Now it's a chance for Laval to start to turn some pressure and turn things around in this game. They got 7:33. 2-goal deficit at this point in the game for the team from Placentia. But they've come back twice so far in this game today. As you see, the Laval players getting a well-deserved rest. They are forcing to play now against St. Andrews, but their goaltender there, as you see him, he's been equal to the opportunities.
And Carl, no matter what happens, I think Laval can be extremely proud of the way that they've played throughout this tournament, and certainly the town of Placentia can be very proud of them as well. Puck loose at center. Here's Captain moving in, takes the shot way over top of the net. Chisholm tries a backhander, but no difficulty for Walsh. Behind the net it goes. Captain is another big customer, number 19. Trying to keep the puck flowing down there. Chisholm throws it in front, cleared away, and out over the line. This is Hickey back in his own zone. Starting out slowly. Up on the right wing boards for Kenny King. King in over the line. Trying to find someone to pass it to. He's knocked down. Puck is still loose along the boards. Brad Mullally in there looking for it as well, but it's underneath the player, and it's another whistle with 6:43 left. Laval trailing 5-3.
And you were mentioning Jason Captain. He's 6'5", but you put him on skates, he's about 7 feet. He's 200 pounds, 18 years of age. He's proud of making varsity hockey. He played 4 different varsity sports: hockey, soccer, golf, volleyball. He's a 1999 SAC Junior Varsity Hockey MVP, and at 19 years of age, he got some career ahead of him.
6'5". Yes. I tell you, he's difficult to move off the puck when he gets it. Mike Craig behind his own net, being watched by Ennis. Now this is Sotheby, who scored the 5th goal. Up on the left side for Carter, it's blocked by Kelly. But he in turn was checked. And O'Meara gets it out to center. O'Meara, number 27, in over the line, makes a move. O'Meara sets it up. Oh, they had the open net, and Carter shot it wide. That could have been a real backbreaker for sure. Now it's loose in front again. And it's sent out to center ice. Walsh couldn't handle it, as Laval starting to look a little bit ragged again in their own zone. Nathan Whiffen to Kelly. Pass ahead. This is Walsh looking for Ennis. One player in front of him, and he stopped the puck. Carter comes back the other way, in over the line. Carter trying to find somebody in front, couldn't. His pass is blocked, and away come Laval. Here comes Kelly. Kelly, long shot, glove save. Suji leaves it for his defenseman, Marshall, and they clear it out to center. Kelly, he has played a lot in this game. John Kelly, especially with Ricky Bishop being sent off because of a penalty. Now here comes St. Andrews in over the line. Nice play there by Whiffen. Puck is behind the net. Sinclair looking for it, but Laval are able to clear it out to center ice. Long being pursued by King. Long gets it to the line and out. Out to center ice. Marshall brings it into the Laval zone. Marshall takes the shot and the save, and Walsh will hold it for a face-off. We're down to 4:41 left now in the 3rd period, and if Laval want to get back into this, they better score in a hurry.
And look at that, the coach of the St. Andrews team is Al Dunford, and if you look at him, he says he has teams coached in the 3 high school championships, 2 silver medals. He has held coaching positions with the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs as an assistant to Roger Nielsen.
Wow.
Now, see what they attract in hockey tournaments in St. John's, Newfoundland, and his assistant coach is Michael Roy, who's been around for 30 years involved in hockey.
Out it comes on the right side. This is David Hickey. Shot goes way wide. Moore can't reach it on the left wing. And here comes Sinclair in over the line. Long pass in front. Almost picked up by Mitchell. He gets it now on the side boards, throws it in front. But Moore is there for Laval. He's rubbed out along the boards by Gideon. Still fighting for it. He's able to kick it out to center. And Shaquin will shoot it back in again. Corey Travers couldn't get it out. Stopped by Mitchell. Looking for Kaplan in front. His backhand was stopped. Moore. Oh, given a rough ride there by Mitchell. Here comes Shaquin for Captain. Captain, clear pass to the net. Oh, a great skate save by Walsh. Another shot goes wide. And Laval back on their heels a bit for sure. Here's Travers. Wild swing at the puck and miss. Now it's kept in by Chisholm. Finally, Brad Mullally brings it out for Steve Mullally. That doesn't work, and it's shot back into the Laval zone once again. Travers can't clear it out. Sotheby kept it in and avoided a check at the same time. King is able to get it out to center and down the ice. No icing, as St. Andrews seem to be taking control of this game now. Nathan Whiffen is back. Whiffen out to center off a skate, and it goes to Sotheby. Up ahead to Whedon. Back for O'Meara. Pass didn't click. Whiffen Pass intercepted again. Very scrambly play right now. Here's Brad Mullally. That's offside. On the right wing was Kenny King.
Just a tad offside as the Laval team from Placentia trailed 5-3 against St. Andrews, the defending champions of the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament, which attracted 36 teams this year. The female division championship won by Port aux Basques today, defeating Mount Pearl 7-2. So they win the first ladies championship, and now St. Andrews trying to make it 2 championships in a row in this Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament.
Puck is brought in by Mooney. Mooney couldn't get a shot away, and it comes back out to center right. Now Kelly will lead the rush. Goes in, loses an edge, but follows up anyway, and fights for it behind the St. Andrews net. This is Mooney now. Mooney. Kelly, the defenseman, has moved up. Sets it in front for Walsh. Wayne Walsh can't get a good shot away. Another opportunity. Puck is still loose. Here's a long shot. That's blocked. O'Meara can't clear the zone. And now finally they do. And look out. Here's a 3-on-1 for St. Andrews. Carter. Pass went behind his intended recipient. And Laval got away with one there. Kelly. There's Ennis getting it out. Too far for Walsh. And they're going to be changing up. Down to 1 minute and 37 seconds left. St. Andrews. Marshall starting up. In over the line. Takes a hit. Still has control of the puck. Leaves it for Carter. Backhand shot is blocked. Ennis gets it out to Steve Mullally. He may have a 2-on-1. There's the shot right on, and a good save by Suji. And now we've got some pushing and shoving as some frustration starts to set in for Laval. They're down to 1 minute and 18 seconds left, and they're 2 goals behind.
And when you get at this point in the game, now you got to try and take the puck, take your chances, get it in the zone, and who knows what can happen. And in this case, with some of the shots taken by Laval at the goaltender for St. Andrews, he's pretty shaky.
Yeah.
And a couple of them.
It hasn't been a stellar night for Suji, but we'll see. We've got 1 minute and 16 left, and there's Popeil clearing the zone. Mitchell in over the line for Gideon. They score! And that will certainly do it. Number 14, Sinclair, his second of the game. And that will salt it away. It's 6-3 with 1 minute 6 left.
So St. Andrews will win the championship, barring any major comeback. But boy, I tell you, young Walsh in goal. Don't be discouraged. You played one heck of a hockey game, baby.
Yeah, he certainly did. And all in all, considering the competition, I mean, I honestly believe because this was a comeback situation for Laval, because they were an underdog, because they weren't supposed to be here, I had visions, Carl, of this being a 7-0 or 8-1 kind of game, and they should be very, very proud of the fight that they have put up to carry this team right down to the last minute.
Indeed, they should be.
In over the line, another shot, and he scores. And the floodgates have opened a little bit. That was number 18, Brian Chisholm. And the final score is not going to indicate what this game was like. 7-3. It was not a 7-3 game.
Not by any chance.
If this had ended 5-3, I think it would have been a more telling tale of how the play went.
Not indicative of the way the Laval team has played. And we show the 7th goal. It's just an ordinary slap shot that for some reason Walsh mishandled or misplayed altogether. But hey, keep your heads up, guys.
That just comes from discouragement. That's all. Less than a minute to go. Puck is back into the Laval zone. This is Travers behind the net. Chisholm has it there now. But number 14, Jason King, trying to clear it. King off the boards, kept in. This is long. Shot blocked, and another save by Walsh, who for the most part has been stellar in goal, and certainly I would say the most valuable player for Laval today, despite the last 2 goals. 7-3 with 34 seconds left. Chisholm against Mullally. Comes back to the point. There's the shot by Shaquin. Backhander goes wide. Now we've got the goaltender took a swipe at one of the St. Andrews players. He's going to get a penalty for that. And all of this coming with 21 seconds left. And Laval have to be careful. They've conducted themselves with a lot of class and a lot of pride, and it doesn't make any sense to lose your composure and lose your discipline at this point in the game. It's just a little bit ridiculous to see this happen. You've played a great game. Go out with your heads held high. Going to see a replay on this. This is one of the St. Andrews players, Chisholm, maybe taking a little bit of license, but the kids have got to guard against being a bit overly frustrated here at this point. There's only 20 seconds left in the game. And for those 20 seconds, St. Andrews will have the power play. Chisholm wins the draw to Long. He's level. Behind the net, Kelly can't clear it. Chisholm has it on the sideboards. Over here for Shaquin. The shot is blocked. Puck is loose along the sideboards, and they're able to clear it down the ice. This is Mullally. The penalty coming up to St. Andrews. Not that it really matters, because the whistle has sounded and the game is over. The final score, St. Andrews 7 and Laval 3. And certainly, as we said before, Laval can be proud of the way they represented the province in this tournament and represented their school. They were in this game basically right down to the last couple of minutes, and they certainly have nothing to hang their heads about. But the champions, repeat champions, are the St. Andrews Saints from Aurora, Ontario. Now there's going to be some awards ceremonies and presentations, and we go down to Carl in the studio.
Thanks, Randy. It's a 7-3 victory for the team from St. Andrews. They win their second consecutive Confederation Cup High School Hockey Championship here in St. John's. And boy, I tell you, they have been a strong team. They have to be a strong team in order to win this tournament. A lot of good teams. You see Laval shaking hands. Laval will be back next year. You bet your bottom dollar this team will be back. They played extremely well. They don't need to be dejected. Walsh, their goaltender, this kid played exceptionally well in this championship game, and that score is not indicative of the play that took place in this championship game. But I tell you, hats off to the Laval team, to Mark Walsh, the goaltender. He must have made close to, I suppose, 40 saves. St. Andrews defeat the the Laval team from Placentia by a score of 7-3 in the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Championship game, the second game of the Confederation Cup, the second year of it. They've won 2 championships in a row, and the guys from Laval, great game, guys. You stayed in it right to pretty well to the end of it. The score not indicative of the way this game was played. The Ladies' Championship decided earlier today when the team from St. James and Port aux Basques defeated Mount Pearl by a score of 7-2. And that in itself was another accomplishment by this organizing committee for the Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament. And again, Mike Buse would like to thank Pepsi-Cola, Maximum Vacations, the Capital City, the Department of Municipal and Provincial Affairs, and as well to the people of Cable Atlantic for what they've been able to do, and the Avalon Convention and Visitors Bureau. They are the sponsors and have done a tremendous job in bringing this tournament to life and helping to promote high school hockey in and around the St. John's area. And they tell us that next year things will be bigger and better because there are teams from the United States, and usually this is held on the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Next year it might be a little bit different because of the chance to attract more teams. And they played in hockey rinks in St. John's, they played out in Placentia, they played in Whitburn, and just a tremendous turnout by people. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of Sheila's brush the other day on the St. Patrick's Day weekend, which many of us are not used to anymore, but we got through it, and they've done extremely well in this high school hockey tournament, getting the 2 championship games in here today and letting these teams go back to their respective provinces and their towns. Anyhow, we'll be back at St. John's Memorial Stadium with a presentation of the championship trophy and the medals right after this timeout.
Participaction wants you to know excess weight is a serious health risk. Dr. David Lau.
The more overweight you are, the more likely your lifespan is shortened.
These people have never met each other, yet they share a common challenge.
You start going through the dieting game, and I would lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight.
I can't pass a pastry display without... Oh, geez, I'd love to have one of those.
Excess weight contributes to heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Sandra and Dave are succeeding by reducing their weight.
So we think more about if we want to enjoy the next 20 years, what is it that we have to do?
They're taking the first steps, getting active, making healthy food choices, and talking to their doctor.
We do live longer if we engage in regular physical activity.
It's like a freedom for me. When you feel good about yourself, everything in your life seems better. Probably it's the greatest benefit of all.
Take your first step with Participation.
And there we are, St. John's Memorial Stadium, as they get to bring out the hardware for the championship of this Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament here at St. John's Memorial Stadium. And they will be back in the stadium again next year, because the stadium will be around for another year at least for hockey, because the Civic Centre won't be ready until about June of 2001, we're understand, led to believe by Bill Waters. As you see, the host committee and the Minister of Joe Marie Aylward from the Municipal and Provincial Affairs in attendance here today, and the members of the committee thanking Joe Marie for her involvement in the tournament and her assistance. They say it's greatly appreciated from the provincial government. As you see, the boys from Laval, players, they played exceptionally well. I give hats off to these kids. It's their first time in this championship game, and boy, by every account that was done in this tournament, that team has nothing to be ashamed of. And with me in the studio now, coming down from the stairs, getting the elevator down and across on the escalator, right? down the elevator, across the escalator. Yeah, right. Two good legs, two good knees, right? Is Randall Wheeler. And boy, I tell you, this tournament compared to last year, there seemed to be more excitement, and everybody was into it.
Well, there was two main differences from last year. One, we had the women's tournament in it, which we didn't have last year, which added something to it. And also last year, the championship game basically was a dud. There's no nice way to say it. I think the final score was 6-0, and it was two teams from the mainland. This was different. We had a team from Newfoundland in the championship game. They did a really good job. We're in the game right till the end of it, and you know, it all adds to the excitement, gets more fan interest for sure. And
we had the team in the ladies section from St. James of Port aux Basques. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, that's a great story from the fans that came in from Port aux Basques in here. And I'll do this. Two ladies left their names, and I want to leave this. Farine Davis outside, and we've got the addresses. They'd like tapes of that championship game from Port aux Basques. They tell us they're going to take the tapes from here, if we'll dub them off for them, and they're going to shut down the school so everybody can see the championship game. Tremendous community spirit. That's where the small communities come in.
They have to be very, very proud. I mean, as we were saying on the broadcast, you're looking at a city the size of Mount Pearl, nearly 30,000 people, and a small town like the size of Port aux Basques, and who would have thought that the amount of talent would be out there? I mean, you would normally think that because the larger center, you'd have more people involved, but hats off to Port aux Basques. They were head and ears above everybody in this tournament.
And you look at the team from Laval who came in, and many people didn't pick Laval to be in the final. I figured O'Donnell or Gonzaga were coming in here.
Well, as I mentioned to you during the third period, I had visions of another blowout because Laval were not supposed to be there, but they gave a tremendous account of themselves. Their goaltender, Walsh, was just outstanding. He was the one who held them in there and allowed them to compete right to the end.
And a lot of people involved in this tournament. Mike Buse, Charlie Decker, Dean Murphy, George Bursell, Teddy Murphy, referees, people involved. You can't say enough about these people that put this tournament together and the information they provide and how they basically cater to us in the media.
Well, I was saying to George Bursell during the ladies' game, nobody understands how much work has to go into one of these things unless you've been involved in it. There are so many people to thank behind the scenes that you'd be here all day trying to thank them, but volunteers make things like this go around, and we're very, very grateful for them.
And we also know about volunteers here at Cable, because our volunteers make us the award-winning program in the American Hockey League. And you stop and think, a small cable station with volunteers, we're up against the big guys with their $50,000 and $60,000 U.S. cameramen each year shooting games at the Spectrum, Madison Square Gardens, and we come out and win an award. That speaks well for all our volunteers who are involved here at Cable. And also, hats off to a gentleman in the truck who will probably have another migraine, Mike Walsh, who puts his heart and soul into all this every time. And Mike, if you're out there, boy, thanks very much for two great games today.
A Medal of Honor. Right? And
I'll go see the doctor tomorrow, because when you scream, it's really bad. I got to turn this here now to hear you. But it's been a tremendous tournament. It's in case you're just joining us now, it's the St. Andrews team winning the championship.
You're a little late if you're
7-3. Well, some people may just be turning in after turning off their soaps or something, right, or whatever. But 7-3 for the team from Ontario over Laval, and Laval just played tremendous in St. James of Port aux Basques, winning 7-2. So that sums that up, I suppose. The next thing we get to look forward to here on Cable 9 is the St. John's Maple Leafs' final two games of the regular season of the American Hockey League, and hopefully they'll be in contention. There's April 7th and 8th, and also coming up in April 7th, 8th, and 9th, the Air Canada Midget Cup Hockey Tournament, the Atlantic Qualifier at the Glacier in Mount Pearl, and the big game, doesn't matter about all hockey, A Macho Man takes on Buddy the Puffin. And,
that's your headliner event.
Did you see the Puffin the other night using weights?
Oh yes, he's taking this quite seriously.
I thought that. I saw the Macho Man kicking a few more garbage cans around out there, but it's been exciting. It's been great here at this end of it, especially from our point of view. Get to do the game. Look at Walsh. He's getting a medal. You deserve it.
Well deserved, I tell you.
This kid played tremendous hockey. He goes over to congratulate this Laval team getting their medals. Hang your heads high, boys, because you played tremendous hockey and you've got nothing to be ashamed of, believe me. Bill Hogan comes in, the mayor of the community. This shows you community spirit, eh?
Exactly. Yeah.
All around Newfoundland, you got Bill Hogan takes the time to come in and watch the game. And they brought their own contingent. I imagine there's a couple of buffaloes here.
Well, I would estimate somewhere between 7,500 fans, I would think, from Placentia, waving their school banner, and really got into the game, and they certainly had lots to cheer about right up until the last couple of minutes of the game.
I hope the coaches of the Laval team take the tapes back from these games and really go through and show some of the mistakes that were made. Now, they're not real serious mistakes, but little ways to perfect your hockey game.
Well, they were a little bit free and loose in their own zone. They didn't take the man very well in front of the net, and that's why it was so important that Walsh play as well as he did to keep them in a tie game, basically, right up until about the midway point of the third period.
By the way, presenting the medals is Dave Cameron, the assistant coach of the St. John's Maple Leafs, who hails from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and an all-round great guy. Him and McAdam, you couldn't ask for two nicer coaches in the American Hockey League, or two nicer individuals than Dave Cameron and Al McAdam, and they mean a lot to this city.
Well, earlier on, I want to talk about St. John's Maple Leafs. I saw David Nemirovsky and Jimmy Waite taking in some of the action, so you never know who's going to be watching you when you're out there on the ice on Memorial Stadium.
And not only that, but to report back to some of the teams. I suppose some of the guys that play with the Leafs from Ontario may know some of these kids or their families or something. Yeah, so, but you see, the community involvement again by the St. John's Maple Leafs. Bob Benfield was down today doing some announcing, and Lenny Dooley was up with the music. So I mean, the Leafs are involved in this tournament as well, helping out, and it's just tremendous the amount of support that this has received, and how it's after taking off for a tournament that was coming out in the middle of winter.
Yeah, I think that the timing is they're trying to match it to spring break for a lot of the clubs, and that's why they have it when they have it. And you do run the risk of bad weather, like we ran into on Saturday with Sheila's brush and whatever. But those are just some of the hazards of running a tournament like this. And everybody got through it okay. They had to cancel some of the consolation games, but by and large, the tournament was a huge success. Even with Saturday basically a lost cause, I still say that this is bigger, better, and more of a success this year than last.
Yes, and the participants-wise, and also the way where the games are played. I mean, the territorial area that you're covering. You go right out to Placentia. Yeah. You're into Whitburn. I mean, you're taking the game out everywhere.
You are, and I mean, it's a more exposure. I mean, let's face it, these kids, you mentioned the folks in Port aux Basques wanted a copy of this. I mean, how much exposure does the team get in a town like Port aux Basques?
There's Al McAdam. What more can you say about McAdam?
Well, there you go. I mean, that's community involvement by the Leafs. But you're right about some of these small towns. I mean, this is big time for them. This is to get to play in the capital city, to get to play in Memorial Stadium. That's a big thrill for some of these kids, and we can't lose sight of that.
Not only a thrill, look at these kids today. Al McAdam, a former National Hockey League player, Dave McCameron, a former NHL player, getting a medal from these guys, knowing what their careers were and where they played in the NHL. You see George Farley standing there for the president of the Newfoundland Labrador Amateur Hockey Association. To his left is Mike Buist, who is a guy who's put an awful lot of effort into this tournament. He was a great baseball player in his day. He organized, in on the organization of the 1977 Canada Summer Games. So Mike is no stranger to some of the things that can go on in the sporting world here, as you see the medals being handed out by Al McAdam.
And we've talked a lot about Laval, and so we should, and about Port aux Basques, but let's talk for a moment about the St. Andrews College Saints team from Aurora, Ontario. I mean, these people they've come to play each and every single game. They are a quality team. They're well coached. They're very disciplined. They're very patient. They have, I think, what's obvious, the most talent of any team here, and they've conducted themselves very well and are very deserving winners of this tournament championship.
I think you were mentioning earlier, this is a team, and George said it too, they didn't panic.
No, they didn't. They seem to get, it's the first time that I've seen them in 2 years, get a little bit rocked when Laval tied it up 3-3. Because some of the goals that Laval were getting were kind of strange, shall we say, in one vein or another. But it didn't last very long. They came out very well in the third period, got the go-ahead goal, and then played like they wanted that championship. And, you know, you got to give the guys credit. They are full marks for finishing first. And if they keep this program going at St. Andrews in Aurora, then you're going to see a same quality team, maybe not the same individuals, obviously, but a same quality product on the ice every single year.
Yeah, and this reminds me of the Notre Dame situation out west. That almost seems to be the same type of program.
Yeah.
As you see, getting ready to present the championship trophy here today in this Confederation Cup High School Hockey Tournament, second year in a row. And of course, the gentleman standing in the middle is the gentleman who heads up the city of St. John's, His Worship, Mayor Andy Wells, who'll have a few words to say and congratulate the teams. And as a matter of fact, he's got the day off because they don't have a council meeting tonight. So if you're going to tune in cable tonight for a council meeting, forget it, because it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, and we showed you probably much better than you wanted to see is hockey, which is much better than watching some people.
I don't know if Andy ever has the day off whenever there's a camera or a microphone around. So I said that now.
You said Andy? He said it, not me. I'll bite my tongue. But anyway, what more can you say about this tournament? Just the fact that it's been a tremendous success, and St. Andrews win the championship, and they'll go on with their various chatting and roaring. So I suppose it's just well for us to get on out of here. If everybody is ready out there, we just as well say goodbye to all, I suppose, because there's not much more we can add to this hockey tournament than the way to go, Laval, and hopefully next year there'll be maybe 2 Newfoundland teams. At least one got in it this year.
Yeah, and that's good. And every time you have a successful tournament like that, it gives you something to build on for the next year. So who knows, it might be even bigger and better next year.
It might be bigger and better. And I'm wondering, we were saying, myself and a couple of gentlemen down here the other night, but saying that they didn't see, and we come up in the era when high school hockey was really big in the city. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be the same kind of hitting or intensity seemed to be around for it. I don't know what it was in the pre-games, or if it's school against school and they're not showing up, or what the story is.
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen a whole lot of high school hockey over the last few years, but, you know, a lot of the rivalries, once the school reform came in, I mean, it did play a factor in it. I don't care what anybody says. When, you know, I'm not talking about any kind of prejudice or anything else, but there was something about, you know, Brother Rice against Gonzaga, or PWC against Bishops, or whatever, and now where everybody is kind of all together, and you know, you have to work a little bit harder to get that school pride and that school spirit, and I think maybe that's a little bit of what's missing in high school hockey. Right,
but you get the rivalry now in the Cooperative Insurance St. John's Junior Hockey League, and believe me, that final, Mike Power, the coach of the Celtics, he said this is going to be a rough and tough series, and CBN are not going to give in to him.
No, that's the series to keep an eye on for sure. It's like as we said at the beginning of the show, there's a lot of good hockey being played right now in the capital city.
I would like to also say that you got the Labatt Avalon East Hockey League and the Avalon West. The two of those will square off for the Hurler Memorial Trophy Championship. But it'd be nice to see the hurler if it went again, if Badger came in, if Cornerbrook came in, if the caliber of hockey could pick up a bit.
Well, again, you know, you wonder from a financial standpoint, that's always the consideration when you're looking at teams from out of town. But certainly, I think the more people you have involved in it, the more teams, the more communities, the better it is.
Yeah, it was unfortunate the Badger weren't in this year, but the Southern Shore or Conception Bay North, whoever comes out of there, it probably would be a boost if Conception Bay North, in fact, did come out of the Avalon West League and won. Because that would bring the hurler back to where the Seabees were many, many years ago, and now they would play somebody from the Labatt Avalon East Hockey League, which right now, if it happened to end, would be Torbay, who are leading 3-1.
Right.
And, you know, I'd love to see that kind of hockey pick up and possibly revitalize the hurler.
Boy, you know, as I said, you don't have to go far to find a good hockey game in this city, and that's, you know, you've got so many different leagues, so many different age groups, and there we see the championship trophy being presented.
Wayne Russell, the chairman of the CAA.
Wayne Russell to the captain of the St. Andrews Saints, Alan Shaquin, and he played a very solid game on the blue line today.
That's 2 years in a row, and they get to hoist the championship trophy. This is, let the pictures tell the story. So, the championship is over. We pulled it off for another year. We hopefully will be back next year, myself and Randall Wheeler. And on behalf of myself and Randy and everybody involved in the production, and to Laval and to Port-aux-Basques, great games, and to the two champions, the St. James team from Port-aux-Basques and also St. Andrews, congratulations. We'll be back next year. Goodbye from myself and Randy from St. John's Memorial Stadium.